Now we're going to test the Champion dual fuel 3500 watt inverter generator. I'll go ahead and get an ambient reading before we crank this up. 78 decibels ambient. We will fire this up. The only thing running in the travel trailer right now is going to be the battery charger. Everything else is shut off or running on propane, so that we can get a true reading once we hit that 15,000 BTU air conditioner. So this is a push button start. Turn the battery on. (121 volts). 0.9 amps. That should drop down to about 0.6 once we level out, and we'll go ahead and get a decibel reading. (81 decibels under eco mode, not running anything. Still reading 0.7, 0.8 amps. So now we will engage a 15,000 BTU air conditioner. Okay, go ahead. You're going to first hear that fan kick on, and that usually will draw about 4 amps, and then we'll see the mass surge once that compressor kicks in. 0.7 amps, 121 volts. There goes the fan, so we saw it jump up to about 3.7, almost 4 amps, 121 volts, and 81 decibels still. So now we'll wait for that compressor to kick in. You'll hear this rev up. Watch the voltage drop. There it is. Wow. Okay, I think that was a jump up to about 23 amps. And now we've settled out at 11.9, 12.5 amps. And we'll go ahead and get a decibel reading. Increase of about 1 decibel, 82 decibels. So we'll go ahead and try that again. All right, shut it off, and we'll try it again. Okay, now we kicked off, but we still have the fan running, and you know that because we're pulling 3.7 amps. Down to 78 decibels, still 121 volts.
All right, stop.
Okay, we're off. And now we'll go ahead and engage the AC again. So you'll first see the fan kick on, reading 0.6 before the fan kicks on. There we go. So up to about 7 amps, and now we're reading 3.6. This is just the fan. Now we'll wait for that compressor to kick on. Okay, back to 12 amps on this, a slight drop in voltage. Now we'll run inside and get a decibel reading on the inside, so you know how much noise the generator's putting out. We're about 20 feet from the unit right now. 83.5 decibels. We'll go inside and get the reading now. Okay, inside the unit with the Champion 3500 dual fuel, AC's on high. 68 decibels. I can't actually hear the unit. All I'm hearing is the fan noise. We'll go ahead and open this vent. It's about the same. 68 decibels. Now we'll go ahead and shut the AC off and get a noise reading with nothing running in the unit. Okay, now the fan shut off. I can hear the generator, but we'll get a noise reading. 38 decibels. So that was our ambient reading. Although I can hear it, it's so minimal. If you have the radio or you're just carrying on a conversation, you can hardly read that. So under eco mode, inside the travel trailer, about 25 feet away, 38 decibels. Now we'll go engage the hot water heater and run the same test. Okay, now we will engage the electric hot water heater. It pulls about the same, but we'll go ahead and engage that so you can see the jump. Reading 0.7 amps, 122 volts, and 78 decibels. Okay, put on the hot water heater. Jump straight up to 11, not much of a surge. And we'll get a decibel reading. About 4 to 5 decibels louder, anywhere from 81 to 83. All right, shut it off. Let's do that again. back down to 0.6 amps. I'll watch the voltage on this one when we fire it up. All right, again. I dropped to about 115 on the voltage meter and back right up to 120. Relatively quiet. 82, 83 decibels, and leveling out at about 11.6 amps. We'll go inside and get a decibel reading while the hot water heater is running. Electric hot water heater is engaged. We are in the unit. Sitting down where you would sit. 39 decibels, so we're about one decibel, maybe 2 decibels over ambient with the hot water heater. Now we'll shut it off and just get another reading when it's running eco. So we shut that off. You might have heard that on the video. You can hear it throttle down immediately. 38 decibels. Again, I can hear it out there, but it's reading the same as ambient if we were just outside. So pretty impressive. Okay, now we will test the microwave. Just gonna put it on normal setting like anyone would use it and run it for a minute. 1 amp right now. 122 volts. Okay, hit the microwave. 6 amps. There, it kicked in. Up to 11.8 amps, 120 volts, 11.8 amps. Still, it seems to settle out, and we'll get a decibel reading. 82 to 83 decibels, so roughly the same as the 15,000 BTU air conditioner. All right, turn it off. We'll do it one more time. So we settled back down to 0.4 to 0.8 amps and 120 volts. Okay, again. Brief voltage drop to 119. You'll notice on the amp meter, I'm not sure if it will come out on video, but it creeps up slowly to about 5 or 6 amps, and then that initial surge will push it up to 11 to 12 amps. Now again, we'll get another decibel reading. 83 decibels. We'll go inside and get a decibel reading. Okay, now we'll run the microwave on the inside here. I have it running right now. Minute 30 running on this still, and we'll get a reading at the microwave. 48 decibels, so it's a little bit louder, but most of the noise that you're hearing is coming from the microwave. Let's sit over here where you would sit, probably drop back down closer to ambient. Yeah, 2 decibels over ambient, about 40 decibels on the inside. Generator again, about 25 feet away. Microwave's about 6 feet away, and that's just running on normal mode. Next up, we are going to engage this electric fireplace here. It's been pulling anywhere from, I think, about 13 to 14 amps, but we'll go ahead and fire that up. And this does have a little blower in it, high setting or low setting. So we'll keep it on the high setting and engage the fireplace and get, again, a decibel reading on the inside. Okay, next we'll test that electric fireplace. Reading 0.7 amps, 122 volts. 78 decibels. Okay, electric fireplace. Immediate surge up to about 11.5 amps. .84 to 85 decibels. I want to let this run to see if it takes a while for that element to kick in. Is it blowing hot air? Okay, so it's blowing hot air. So that element and the fan is engaged. Again, 11.5 amps, 120 volts. I'll hold this up so we can see if there's much of a voltage drop the next time we engage it. Okay, off, and then we'll go back on right away. There we go, back down to 0.4, 0.5, 0.7. Wait for it to engage. Drop down to about 115 volts and immediately back up to 120. And again, still reading about 11.5 amps. 84 decibels. We'll get a decibel reading on the inside now. All right, so now we have the 26-inch Furrion electric fireplace running straight ahead of me. 40 decibels on the inside. Again, ambient was 38 to 39, so hardly any noise. Yes, I can hear it, and yes, I can hear the fan blowing on the fireplace, but it's very minor. Let's see, the distance between myself and the fireplace is about 6 feet or so. And again, we'll get one more reading. 40 decibels. Now I'll shut it off. Hear that generator. I'm not sure if it'll come out on video, but you can hear it immediately throttle back down. And now we're reading ambient, 39 decibels. All right, so the last test we're gonna run is just running your everyday appliances. We run 2 laptops. Occasionally I'll run a spare monitor. The refrigerator will go back to auto, which will run off the electric. We'll have the battery charger. We have an outdoor little kitchen area with a little mini fridge out there. So the TV, and we'll put on the radio all at the same time, just so that your everyday appliances, except for the heavy ones like the AC, the water heater, and the microwave, will get a amperage, voltage, and noise reading on the outside, and then we'll come in and get a reading on the inside with all of your everyday appliances running. Okay, now we're going to test your everyday appliances, your TV, your radio, switch the fridge from LP back to auto, so it will pick up the generator and run off of that, and we'll get a decibel / voltage and amp reading out here, and then we'll go into the unit. So right now, prior to starting, again, that little outdoor fridge is pulling, got us up to 1.3 amps, but that should be the only thing on in there. Okay, hit the TV and hit the radio, and switch the refrigerator from gas over to auto, so it'll go to electric. So we're creeping up now, 1.9 amps, still 122 volts. .81 decibels. Everything's on?
TV, radio, fridge.
Okay, so everything's on in the camper, and we're also charging. I'll take you in there, charging 2 iPhones and a giant power bank, and we're only reading 1.9 amps. 122 volts, there was absolutely no surge at all. And again, a decibel reading of 78, 79 decibels. That's what we're reading under eco mode with nothing running. So virtually no noise. We'll go inside and show you what we're running in there and get a decibel reading. Okay. Now we're inside the unit. We have the TV running. We have the radio. Indoor and outdoor speakers are running. The refrigerator now has kicked back onto auto, so it is running on electric AC, not on gas. Charging 2 iPhones and a giant Anchor power bank. We'll sit in the seat. Again, let's shut off the radio noise here and get a reading. Ambient noise, 39 decibels. So although again I can hear it, we're about 20-25 feet away from the unit right outside of this slide. But although I can hear it, it's reading ambient. We can even kick on some of these. We have lights on these chairs and heated seats. We'll see if that cranks it up, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, still 39 decibels, which was ambient. So that's your everyday running items that you would have we would have running. Our fans are all 12 volts, so it's not pulling from the generator. So we're charging our battery, TV, radio, refrigerator, and a couple of appliances that you would have, you know, cell phones or power banks or whatever. So that is a wrap of the Champion 3500 dual fuel inverter generator. Thanks for watching, guys. This is GeneratorPowerSource.com. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It's what helps us keep going, and we'll be back next time with more videos.